Hey everyone, my name is Tanya. Welcome to my space, my yard. As you can see, my woodland-like yard. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks for returning. So this is going to be the weekly collective reading and guidance for the week of June 23rd, 2024 already. We're almost at the end of the month. We're at the end of the last week of the month already. Where's time going? I was just saying that earlier this morning. So the card decks I will be using this week are going to be returning from the previous, not last week, but the week before that, the Witch's Tarot by Burning Paper Hearts, Chris Madsen, one of my favorites, and one of my most sacred decks. The Complementary Oracle deck, which is 3 Black Moons, also by Chris Madsen, Burning Paper Hearts. These decks both have nudity in that, just giving you a forewarning. If that's not your cup of tea or your glass of wine, turn back now. And of course, this is not a surprise for any of you that have been here before, the Haunted Manor Oracle by Syrian Shadows. My now top and has been favorite oracle deck. I have many others, but it's my most used and one that pairs very well with my decks that are dark aesthetic. So enough about myself and that. So the collective reading for this week, let's go ahead and connect with my guides, the spirits that work with me and walk with me, my deities, and of course most of all my higher self and my gifts and abilities. Let's see what message is going to come up, what guidance or what to be aware of, just as a advisement. Take from this what resonates with you. It may not, or take what does or doesn't. As I always say, to each their own. Sometimes with collective readings, there's certain things, aspects resonate with me. Sometimes they don't whatsoever, and sometimes they're dead on. So yeah. Okay, we have a jumper already. Oh my. So we got this one wants to come out today. The Lovers. Such an unusual depiction of the Lovers, not the traditional that you see in most Rider-Waite-Smith or even soft decks or Golden Dawn. This deck, of course, as mentioned previously, has its own system. I love it. So this connects with my witchiness, witchdom, whatever, and of course with my gift, my guidance, and such. So yes, but look at that Lover, such a unique perspective and depiction, and that wants to come out. Let's see what is next. In complement to that, I'm going to do this a little differently this week and see what wants to come out and what I'm guided towards. And that is the 4 of Swords. That's the next card to go with the Lovers. And I'm being guided to do one more tarot. And that is going to be the 8 of Wands. Okay. And then we'll start with that, and then we'll see what the oracle, complementary oracles have for us and the guidance. So with the Lovers on that, typically the Lovers can usually indicates a relationship, but or relationships, whether they're with others or with ourselves. Can be romantic, can be completely platonic, such as work relationship, of course, or relationships just overall in general. Can also be decisions or crossroads and alchemizing on that. Harmonizing or attempting to harmonize and bring in different elements into one's life and one's aspects or experiences that we go with. As you can see, this one, she's holding a skull. Now this to me indicates on this, and always does, that the skull, she is kind of looking at the skull and reflecting. The skull is like the head, the cranium, of course, the thought. This to me is definitely showing a reflection of thought, a thought of oneself, of one's choices, or what's in their headspace so much. And that being presented with certain choices this week. Things that may have already been started to be presented, but are coming to the forefront on that. A relationship with oneself and how that relates to the world, our thoughts and our aspects and what we experience, and possibly our own health and mortality or those around us. That's what that's going to be. It's choices, thought, and relationships with oneself and one's experiences. That's what I'm seeing that's going to be for the collective this week. Now, into this, it is saying the Four of Swords is coming up. And as the guiding factor on this, it is saying in complement to the choices and the decisions and the thoughts that you have been carrying, or we have been carrying as a collective, if this resonates with you, that the Four of Swords is indicating a need for rest. A need for rest, a need to kind of step back and let our thoughts go. Give ourselves some peace, some inner peace. And that, yes, the choices may be very difficult. There may be multiple ones, may be faced with different things that we're having to let go or deal with that are definitely outside of our control. That's what I'm feeling as a collective. This week's going to have a lot of things that we're going to be facing that are out of our control. But it's going to be about how we deal with it, how it's presented, and how we face it. How we face it and how we come to peace with it. The thought of kind of like the traditional Rider-Waite depiction of laying down and just letting things be. Contemplating in a healthier way and not holding on so tightly on that. And then, of course, the Eight of Wands. Things are going to come rapidly this week. Wands happen to be fiery, rapid types of actions, energy, and creative energy or forces, whereas the swords are having to do with air and more of a thought form. In complementary to that, there is definitely situations or circumstances and decisions and energies that are coming this way rather quickly this week. Things that are going to have to be dealt with, as I said. They can no longer be put back. There's also going to be messages. Pay attention to the different signs and messages you receive, whether it's from other people, their body language, the universe, most of all, your gut feeling, your guides, your system, if you work with any particular spiritual system. Very rapid energy this week. Very much on that. Don't get too much in your head. Contemplate in a more way that's going to be more beneficial to you and not going to make you overthink or over that. Just to kind of take rest. And if your body tells you to take rest, or you're told to step or feel the right thing is to step back, or to do less, do that, because there's a reason that you are being guided towards that, and for who this resonates to. Now let's see what the Three Black Moons has in regards to this. Let's see what the Three Black Moons and my guides say to this. And it gave me multiple jumpers, but I'm going to take the first two as that's what I'm being guided towards. We have here the sword. Again, nudity. That's why I love this deck. And of course, gathering. Oh, mine one stuck underneath too. Okay, and that would be worship. That doesn't really go under there other than this. So you see gathering here is going to be kind of like a celebration. You see three here, kind of like the Three of Cups type of energy, having to do with relationships and connectedness, a celebration, the beauty of nature and the beauty of going with the flow and harmonizing. With that Lover's card is indicating a lot to do with harmonizing with oneself and what gatherings come up. So as things gather and as other people and things present themselves and bring themselves to the table and to the forefront, on that to be dealt with or to be experienced or to be released, whatever the case is, and to bring closure and finality to certain situations, this sword is indicating to me, it feels a lot like the Ace of Swords in the tarot. It is saying, you can see she's holding her sword up to the forefront proudly, kind of like the Queen of Swords also. That is to say, stand in your logic, stand in your power, stand in your truth and your voice. That will help you to get through any difficult decisions or heavy feelings that you may have, or if a lot is coming at you at once that you're going to have to kind of discern through thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to bring you peace and rest. That's what I'm feeling with this. Things are gathering quickly, of course, but to wield your power, your logic, and your strength of what you have learned and experienced in the past, to contemplate in a healthier way with the relationship that you have with oneself and how you treat yourself and how you experience things. Try to approach from a different point of view. Try to alchemize that. And of course, rest. Rest and listen to your body and listen to what you see around you. And the final card or message on that to complement all of this or to clarify, let's see. It is saying, bathtub, wash the worries away. So I love that, because that definitely ties in. See how these all correlate and speak together. The cards, the tarot, the oracle card decks correlate on that. So let go of worries, wash them away. Go find that Four of Swords peace through reflecting, through a mindset and different perception and alchemizing of what's coming at you. Follow your messages, what you are being told, what you're feeling and experiencing, and take that in and alchemize it in the healthiest way that is right for you. Who cares what others think about that, or how you handle things or deal with things? It's what's right for yourself first and foremost on that. But again, wield your power and logic through this. This will help you to get through any sick emotions that you may have, or any heavy thoughts on that, because you can do this. It's just a matter of flowing and feeling and just riding those tides and those waves, not resisting, but doing your best on that to be cognitive for oneself, and of course celebrate. This might be gatherings, but also if you're going through any gatherings or experiences, gather your energy, gather your team, whether that be a spiritual team, your partner, spouse, or relationship, or even your own gifts or knowledge that you have with yourself. And of course, wash those worries away. Don't hold on to them, and don't overthink the decisions that you're going to be faced with. Just do the best you can, and knowing that the universe supports you and that things will get better and you will make the right decisions. There is no wrong decision. And with that, I hope this all finds you well. I hope you got some type of value out of this. If this resonates with you whatsoever, or have a takeaway on this, or have any questions for myself, please feel free to comment below. Please like and subscribe, as it kind of is going to determine what my next steps are going to be with my channel and its fate. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and blessed be.